guys, so we're working with Silver over here with Sarah. Now Silver, what were you guys describing her that she's got, what's the word?
Exuberance.
She's got exuberance.
Everything is awesome.
Yeah, so that song from Legos, I don't know if we can sing it. Is there a trademark problem here?
Sarah can sing it.
Go ahead and sing it, Sarah.
Everything is awesome.
So
Keep going.
that was such a poor rendition that there's no way that YouTube will trademark that. No, your singing was great. I apologize.
I accept it.
But she's the type of dog that if you like look at her, hi Silver, hi. Like if you look at her, she just like loses her mind with excitement. You don't have to touch her. You just have to be like, oh my gosh, it's a dog. Oh, it's a dog. And so it's like almost a good problem to have when you have a dog that's just like so happy. You know, it's a good reminder for us to like smell the roses.
Silver cup.
But it's a big problem, especially when you got a dog this big. You know, she's a big girl, and so like for her jumping and for her being wild, it's going to create behavior problems. But also, it does lead to a mindset that isn't awesome. You know, when a dog exists like that in a constant state of exuberance and everything is awesome, and they're not as happy as they could be. You know, they're like they're caffeinated. And so, like when you look at kids, for example, and like a kid that can't calm down, you know he's not happy. You know, he might be like constantly playing and having a good time, but you know there's a lot more to happiness than that. And so there's a level of happiness with Silver that we can help her get if we can maintain the, you know, the fun, playfulness when it's time for that, and also get like the control and structure and like the calmness when there's a time for that, which to be honest is most of the time. Most of the time it's not appropriate to like go nuts when someone says hi to you. There might be a time we go out in the backyard and play with the ball, and it is appropriate to act goofy and silly. And so what we're doing a lot of today, one of the best things to create calmness is the recall command. You know, working on a really solid recall where the dog's like excited over here, we call the dog away, excited over here, we call the dog away, excited over here, we call the dog away. What it does is it doesn't like destroy the dog's enthusiasm for life. Like what some people do is they'll just kind of correct, right? They'll get upset. Like the dog's getting way too excited, like no, stop it. And they're just getting upset at the dog's mindset. And so the dog doesn't know how to fix it or anything. And so what we like to do instead is do a lot of recall. And so when you do a lot of recall, call the dog away from stuff, they still are welcome to be interested. But what happens is the dog realizes, hey, every time I'm overly interested, mom calls me away. I'm overly interested, mom calls me away. Over and over and over. And soon the dog's like, okay, I see something, I like it, but I don't want to get too interested because I know mom's just going to call me away and there's no point. And so like I say, it allows us to maintain a nice little mindset without, like, you know, without sacrificing. We don't sacrifice the dog's happiness and we don't sacrifice the structure and the control. So we're doing e-collar work here. We've got a level just enough to be like annoying. You can tell she wants to itch at it sometimes. Just so we can kind of help her, you know, that way she feels it in the presence of other dogs. Because like I say, everything for her is awesome. Dogs, people, everything. Good. And so what we've been doing is just letting her get interested, calling her, letting her get interested, calling her. And so this is something that you can do if you've got a dog like her. Somebody comes to your, you know, set it up, have somebody come to your door and work the recall away from that person 10 or 15 times. Or if your kids have friends over, work the recall away from the friends 10 or 15 times. It'll take a lot of the novelty out because if you can't ever like express your craziness, then some of the novelty goes away. And now we've just got a dog who's happy but not loco. Loca in her case.
Silver Loca. Crazy Silver.
But yeah, you can tell like even just, what is that, 15, 20 recalls in, like she's calm, she's sitting next to Sarah. You think she's ready to let her leash drop or maybe not?
Yeah.
So now we'll let the leash drop and we'll let her. I don't know if that was visible on camera, but she started running towards me and then she kind of checked herself a little bit.
Yay. Oh, come on.
Wrong person.
Yay, right there.
And I'm helping a little bit because she's feeling the stimulation from the e-collar and she's wanting to get closer to me. So I'm just helping a little bit.
Come. Come. Good. Come. Oh, puppy. Come. Yay, right there. Good. 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 Come. Come. Yay, good. Come. Good puppy. Sit. Good. Come. Come. Yay, good.
Yeah, so like you say, oftentimes one command, just having a good recall is enough to create the mindset that we're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice focus, huh?
He's so happy. Oh my goodness.